Wagwan people, welcome back to the Hotspur Cave. It's your boy Jay. You know what I'm saying? We keeping consistent this year. You know what I mean? We're running it up. The Spurs fan that no one likes, apparently. But yeah, as I always say, guys, please, please, please like, sub to the channel. It does wonders, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow this year. We're trying to grow. And the only way to grow is by getting more cavemen to come and join the cave. So I got a very special guest with me today, people. Very, very special guest. I'm very excited. It's his debut on the channel. So please give a warm welcome to my bro, Alex. Alex, what are you saying, man?
I'm right, man. How are you? Honored to be here.
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Happy New Year. Hope your New Year was well, my bro. You know what I'm saying? We're just some Spurs fans who we felt the pain, bro. You know what I'm saying? We feel like this club don't love us. And I thought, you know what? It's only right that we do a keep, bench, sell. You know what I'm saying? So look, as I said before, people, please like the video, sub to the channel. We are growing. My Twitter is there. I am going to link Alex's Twitter in the bio as well, in the description of the video. So guys, go drop him a follow on Twitter, man. He's a real Tottenham fan. He's not deluded. He has high standards. You know what I'm saying? As you can see in the background, he's fully come on you Spurs. So look, Alex, bro, before we start on the keep, bench, sell, yeah, what have you made of the season so far? We're 11th in the table, 9th in the Europa League. We're in the semi-final of a cup. What do you make of this season so far, bro?
Honestly, fuck the league. Can I swear?
You're good, bro. You can swear, man.
Yeah. Honestly, we're not gonna win the league, and we're never gonna win the league without. We've got Arsenal, Liverpool, City's on a bit of a downward curve now, but too many core challenges in the way for the title. So just the perfect place. Win a cup. We're desperate for a cup. Go for the cups. Bring full lineups out for teams that have a chance of beating us.
100. I agree, bro. It's like I think we can both agree, yeah, that although the season has been very, very horrible, especially for us Tottenham fans, having to sit here and watch it, yeah. We can still, I still think there's a way we can turn this season around. We can't get top 4, which that's not going to happen. But if we can finish in a Europa League spot and win the Europa League or the Carabao Cup or even the FA Cup.
Yeah, we still have that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? So look, let's go on to this keep, bench, sell, because I'm excited, bro. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. It's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? Let's start off with Dom Solanke. We're going to start from the front three, and we're going to work our way down to the bench. Let's start off with Dom Solanke, bro. Keep, bench, sell. What's your thoughts?
We already just got the guy, mate.
That's true. That's true. It would be quite dumb to sell him now. Yeah, I'm keeping him. I think he's good, man. What have you made of him so far this season, bro?
The goals will come. Like obviously, we've had a lot of players that have outscored him this season, like Maddison, Brennan, like what's it called? The goals will come. You can tell he wants to play for Tottenham. He knows what it means to play for Tottenham.
And no, he does, man. I agree, bro. And I think, yeah, like it doesn't help that we're in a team where we create chances, but it feels like we create all the chances for the wrong players. Like it feels like all our chances go to Sonny. Even though he's very, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to disrespect Son because he's a legend at our club. But all the chances are falling to an out-of-form Sonny or Brennan Johnson, who we know is not very clinical. I think, Dom, we need to give him a chance, man. I'd definitely keep him, bro. Because I see him being our next Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying? I see him becoming a legend for our club, bro. But he just needs time and he needs the opportunity. Would you agree with me on that one, bro?
I don't think we'll ever get a proper replacement for Kane because he came through the academy. Players are the hardest players to replace.
No, that's true. That's true. But I think in terms of like being our number 9, you know what I'm saying? Our go-to striker, the man that we can look to in times where we need a goal. You know what I'm saying? I know you get me. You've been supporting Tottenham a long time, bro. There was times where we would be struggling and I'm like, bro, Harry Kane's going to score. Harry Kane will get us out of this mess, bro. And I want that for Dom. Do you know what I'm saying? So look, let's move on. Let's move on to the left wing. Sonny, keep, bench, sell. What are we saying?
See AJ Tracy's tweet earlier.
I haven't seen it, you know. I've been avoiding Twitter all day because I've been trying to I want all my transfer news for the stream tomorrow. Chat to me. What did he say?
Been advocate like gets on a year contract or something like that. He doesn't want his like time at the club to end like this, which I hear, but he's not gonna. He's how old is he now? He's in his 30s. He's not gonna get any younger. I don't see. He's not been at his best this season. He scored 17 goals last season, but towards the end, he kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, no, bro. I you know what? I'm of the mindset of give him the year contract, but just so that we don't let him go for free in the summer. Give him the year contract, and then in the summer look to move him on. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. So at least we get something for him. We won't get a lot probably due to his age, but we'll get something out of it.
Yeah, we could get maybe 40, 50 million for Son. 50, yeah, maybe even upwards of 50, pushing 60, man. Because you have to think about it, man. His status at the club, you know, he's a club legend. Think about his commercial value and the amount of money that he brings into a football club, bro. We've been to the stadium. Son sells the most shirts in the league. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of them ones. I really feel like, look, I don't want to let him go in it. So I'm gonna bench him for now, innit? I think bench is fair.
I reckon just sign a better winger in the summer.
Yeah, we definitely go out there and get a top class winger. Which, guys, I have got a show lined up for you guys about transfers. So people, make sure you're locking in for that show, blood. You get me? But yeah, I think we can both agree. bench Sonny. Yeah. Bench Sonny. Fair enough. Moving on to the right. Now, this one was difficult because obviously I have to really look at, we've got Brennan Johnson that starts on the right, but we also have Kulusevski.
But I feel like he is better in the midfield.
Right. So we'll look at Johnson first, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What have you made of Brennan Johnson's time at Tottenham? And would you keep him, sell him, bench him? What do you think, bro?
I feel like when he deactivated his Instagram, he improved a bit, but I feel like we were overhyping him a little bit. Like, take that in any way you lot want.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a goal scorer, he's a finisher, but I feel like with Brennan Johnson, every cross of his is a shot, and every shot
is a cross. I agree.
Thing with Brennan Johnson, when he needs to cross, he shoots, and when he needs to shoot, he crosses. That's
his decision. Would you say his decision making is quite poor then?
He can't make quick decisions.
Yeah, man. And another thing with me is that, look, I understand Brennan Johnson's come from Nottingham Forest where they kind of used him as an inside forward or a false nine. He's not really a touchline winger. But for me, I want to see my wingers taking on their fullbacks, man. I want to see them causing havoc down the left or the right-hand side. I don't really want to see you get all the way to the edge of the 18-yard box and you turn back and all of a sudden we're back at the halfway line, rebuilding again. Do you know what I mean? I think we all get a bit tired of the horseshoe football, the passing from side to side to side. And he's very instrumental in that. Saying that, though, I wouldn't sell him because I think he's a very good impact player. I think when he comes off the bench, that energy that he brings is very important. Would you agree?
Yeah, like a super sub. Like, what's it called? Do you remember Palace last season?
Yeah.
When Eze scored that free kick, Johnson came on, worked very hard to assist Werner, and I think he got one more assist. I can't remember though.
Yeah. He got an assist for Sonny. Yeah. No, you're spot on, bro. Games like that, even like, for example, you look at the Brentford game from last season where we went 1-0 down. He comes off the bench in the second half. Bang. You know what I mean?
The whole dot
Yeah, when he was doing it and all of that. Bro, that's what we want to see from our players, man. We want to see them come off the bench and cause havoc, wreak havoc. And I think that's something that he has in his game. He has that ability. I just don't think he was brought in to start every game. So I want us to move on to the midfield. This is my favorite part of the midfield because we have so many midfielders. Before we break down whether we keep, bench, or sell some of these players, yeah, what do you think our best midfield three is?
What's it called? I'd go Kulu. I don't understand done this whole benching Maddison gimmick.
Mm.
And then who would you start as like the third midfielder? So I go Kulu, Maddison, Basuma or Sarr?
I'd probably say Sarr. Sarr for me. I like Sarr. I think he's good. He's a good player. He's got a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Sarr's one of them players where, yeah, you can get a 10 out of 10 performance, but you know you're going to get a 6 to 7 to 8 out of 10 from him every week. He's very consistent in the way he performs. So, yeah, we'll start with Sarr. I'd keep him, 100% keep him. I love Cap Sarr.
Get better.
Yeah,
I like Sarr as well.
Mm.
A lot of Spurs fans have mixed opinions on him, but personally, I do like him.
Yeah, man, and he's still young. Do you know what I'm saying? He's still young. He's still quite a frail, like he's got quite a frail build for a midfielder. I think with a bit of time and with the right coaching, bro, we have a superstar on our hands, bro. Because I actually like Pape Sarr a lot. I like what he brings to the team. I like that he chips in with goals. You know, he scored a brilliant goal against Man City in the Cup. He scored in the Europa League back-to-back as well. He does chip in with goals. So, yeah, keep Sarr. You would agree we keep Sarr, right?
You remember that game against AC Milan? I think it was his first proper season. It was under Stellini. We lost the game, but he did have himself a good game.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. It's like these players just need to be given the opportunity to shine because we know we do have a talented squad. I just think we're at a point this season where the squad's a bit burnt out. Like, we've seen the same starting 11 for 6 games in a row. Do you know what I mean? Like, these players are burnt out. So I'm trying to be very patient with them. Speaking of patient, let's move on to Maddison because Maddison was someone, when we signed him, we all had high hopes for him. I know, bro, I thought he was going to be a superstar. Do you know what I mean? What do you make of Maddison so far? And would you keep him? Would you bench him? Or would you sell him?
His first season was filled with that injury. I feel like that injury from the Chelsea game, I still feel he definitely was not 100% fit. Yeah. And that eventually cost him a shot at the Euros. It was in the provisional camp and then he didn't make the main camp. And I thought that was down to him not playing fully 100% in his first season.
Yeah, man. I think he does have a record of these injuries. These injuries aren't anything new. However, I did feel a little bit sorry for him last season, man, because he started that season like a wrecking ball. And, you know, after that Chelsea game, it felt like his season kind of fell apart. Yeah, he did chip in here and there throughout the season, but it was very stop and start. Look, Maddison has undeniable quality. He's a player that I will never deny. Do you know what I'm saying? His qualities, what he brings to the team, he's good on the ball. But I do want to see more from him this season. So I would keep him 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'd keep him 100%. Ange does need to stop dropping him. Please.
It's a pick at this point.
Genuinely. Yeah, bro. He's taking a piss, man. How are these players supposed to build like confidence and build up that level of consistent performances if you keep chopping and changing and chucking him out and then bringing him back and then bringing him with 10 minutes to go and then, you know what I mean? I don't like that, but yeah, what do you think? Would you keep him?
I'd keep him as well because he's been better this season. He's scored obviously the free kick against Villa. He's chipped in for goals this season. He's surpassed the goals he scored last season this season because I feel like he's going to play more than 28 games this season. I hope, unless he doesn't get injured and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd keep him. I don't understand the whole benching gimmick. He's not been the best, but he's not been the worst. He's had good games this season, but he's had a couple stinkers as well.
Yeah, man. And that's kind of been the story of our season with a lot of these players. They've had good games, and then they've had absolute stinkers, man. But Maddison, for me, is one of them players where you have to allow him to play out of the bad form, if that makes sense. Like, he needs time to kind of work. In a lot of the games I noticed, right, in the first 10 minutes to 50 minutes, he's very, like, in and out of the game. But then once he grows into the game, that's when he starts to have a massive, massive impact. And I think Maddison's going to be a key player, especially as he's a part of that leadership team as well, which we're going to get onto at the end of the video. I want to talk about something to do with our captains and whatnot. So let's move on. I know we said obviously in that 10, Kulusevski, bro. Kulusevski, I mean, we ain't got a question. He's an automatic keep for me. Keep.
Yeah, he's upped his game this season, and I generally think he should be captain. He has a proper mentality.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. You're spot on when you say I think he should be captain. I think he's vocal. He leads by example on the pitch, and that's what we need, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We need players that are going to lead by example, bro. What do you make of him this season so far in terms of his output? Is there anything that you think he can work on in his game to make him a complete player?
He's not had a lot of. I think he didn't play well against Forest.
Yeah.
He's had a couple like very rarely, but he's had a couple like slow games this season. I don't think he played very well against Palace, but I agree with the fact he's definitely been our best player this season.
Yeah, no, I don't think he played too well against Palace either. Now, he has had a bit of a stop and start season. But again, I think it's very, for me, Kulusevski is one of the players where even in games that we haven't performed well, I find it really hard to single him out for anything negative, man, because he... Say that again, bro?
He's still like shown light in a way, or like...
Yeah, like, even he's the best of a bad bunch, is what I would say. He's definitely the best of a bad bunch. I think we should tie him down. If we can tie him down to a long contract, bro, Daniel Levy, mate, I'd stop cussing you out if you tie him down to a long contract because he's been phenomenal this season. He's been a breath of fresh air. He's been that Ericsson. You remember when we had Ericsson, right? That midfielder who just makes things happen. Kulusevski's been that for us this season. Would you agree?
Yeah. Ericsson before he... What a player.
What a player, man. And that's why I named my flipping kitten after him, man. Kulu, you get me? Because, boy, he's a magician, man. Let's get onto that back line. Obviously, I'm not going to put Archie Gray and Dragusin in the... Because, obviously, they're only filling in for Romero and Van de Ven. Let's start on that left side. Udogie. Keep, bench, sell. And why? What do you think, bro?
I don't think we are going to get another left back. But Udogie... He's not been as good as he was last season, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Get right in where he got absolutely bullied for 45 minutes. I'd keep him, but he needs to improve. It's not always him. He has a couple of good games this season, but I feel like Udogie's he's not been as good as he was last season because I did rate Udogie a lot last season.
Yeah, man. Last season, bro, Udogie was... There was a point we was all saying he was the best left back in the league, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it feels like he's fallen off a cliff again. I don't put that down to him as a player, man. I put that down to him being overused. And we've seen it in a lot of other teams. Look at Saka. Saka's out now for probably the rest of the season because he's being overused. Do you know what I'm saying? And when these players do get overused, they get burnt out. And I think that's the problem. So I would keep Udogie. I'd keep Udogie. I think it's going to be hard to go out there and get another left back that is of his level going forward. I think defensively, maybe we could find someone better. But yeah, keep him for now. Let's move on to Mickey van der Ven. Keep. Bro, this guy is, for me, he's top class, bro. Keep it. Yeah, we love that. Look at that, mate. We love to see it, bro. Mickey van der Ven, bro. Alex, bro. Chat to me.
What a play.
What a breath of fresh air he is having him at centre back. What do you make of Mickey, bro?
But before I get into Van de Ven, have you ever seen the video of that the guy holding the chicken just falls off the bone?
Yeah.
That's Van de Ven's hamstrings. And look, he's quick. He's fucking quick. Even without pace, he's still a class defender.
Yeah.
He's got strength. He's got pace. He'll get a goal. He scored a banger against Forest.
Yeah.
I think he scored against Luton as well. Scored a header against... He scored twice against Luton, didn't he?
He scored twice against Luton, yeah.
Different games.
He scored at their place and then he scored at the Lane as well. Bro, you know what it is with me and Mickey van der Ven, bro, yeah? the only thing I noticed that he isn't very good at is winning headers. I noticed he's not very good in the air. For someone of his height, he's not very good at winning headers. But that's okay, bro. Because for me, everything else that he does compensates, bro. And to give you the perfect example of why Mickey van der Ven is so important, let's go back to Old Trafford at the start of the season. Trafford, that run to set up the first goal. What a run.
Oh, against Everton as well.
And he did the same thing against Everton, bro. Took the ball all the way up the pitch, all the way up the pitch, all the way up the... And the timing of the pass, I don't think... The reason why that goal is so special, yeah, is because so many players would either play the pass too early or wait too long and get dispossessed or overhit the pass or underhit the pass. Everything about that move was perfect, bro. So we have to keep Mickey van der Ven. Now, let's move on to Christian Romero, because I feel like we're going to have a difference in opinion with this one. Keep, bench, or sell?
He's, like I said, I've not been fully impressed with Romero this season, but it will be a loss if we do get rid of him.
I hear it. For me, I would say sell. I say if enough money comes in, like for example, if a Madrid come in and say they say, look, we'll give you 75 million for him. We give you 70 million, sell it, because we won't get another offer like that for him, because he is right now, he's killing his own. Like if he was advertising for another club, every club is turning off their TV, bro. No one wants to see that crap. He gets sent, he gets booked too many times. He gets injured way too much, and he's rash. However, he's a good defender. So I'll bench him for now, because I think we can go out and get a better centre back.
Last few years. Sorry for like.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
He's calmed himself down in like the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
23, he was rash. Very rash.
Very.
23, 24, he had the red card against Chelsea. Well, other than that, it was pretty calm. And then he's just not been at his best this season.
Yeah, man. I think another thing as well is that we've kind of like Mickey van der Ven's a bit of a double-edged sword, because when he's playing alongside Romero seems to be a lot more calm, because you can tell they have a genuine partnership. You know what I'm saying? There's trust there. So he knows that I can kind of, I mean, a perfect example of this was in the North London derby last season at White Hart Lane. Romero's on the edge of the 18-yard box and fucking pinches it from Raya, bro, and scores a goal. But where's Mickey van der Ven? He's back. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've got that level of trust, which is always a good thing for me. So
in that game as well, but it was offside as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Romero was... For me, look, he has the passion. He has that... I like players with a bit of about them. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we have to balance it, because for me, that's the biggest problem with this team. There's no balance. So let's move on. Let's move on to Pedro Porro, right?
Oh, mate.
I love Keep, bench, sell. What are we saying, bro? Chat to me.
Right. Pedro Porridge, that's not a good start. Let's just get that into the way. I'm saying it as blunt as possible. He's been as useful as a condom with a hole in it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Last season, he was going forward, making runs, scoring beautiful goals. Other than that goal against Man City, we've seen none of it this season.
None of it, man. And it's like, bro, I get the system that we play. Both the fullbacks invert. They go forward. They play as like 2 10s. But fam, I don't know if you noticed this, but Porro seems to just always be in the wrong place at the wrong time, bro. Like, they're on a counter attack and Porro is at the corner flag. What are you doing? Like, do you know? And where we don't have wingers that track back, right? A lot of other teams, you will notice, they have wingers that help out with defending, because they know their fullbacks like to push up. So in their mind, it's like, cool, the moment we get dispossessed, I'm tracking back. Porro does none of that. He's always out of position. I'd say his best quality is the crossing. the crossing. His
I
crossing
think
is very good.
he's decent at going forwards,
Yeah,
and obviously he's got a fucking beautiful goal in once in a while.
yeah,
But I feel like he's not been good enough this season.
yeah, man. For me, I wouldn't sell him because again, we're in a time where it's not easy to find quality right backs out there. And look, as you guys have noticed, yeah, there's not a lot of players in the squad that we would sell. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe bench them, but that's because we believe that there's better players out there that can strengthen the 11. So yeah, probably bench. What are you saying? Would you sell him? Would you keep him? Would you bench him?
I mean, minus the red card, Jed Spence has been unreal over Porro recently.
Yeah.
I'd give Spence another chance. That red card doesn't prove anything. Even the loss against Liverpool, I would directly put that on Jed Spence.
No, I wouldn't put that on him either. I think we've got to be reasonable when we look at these things, right? We have to be fair. It's unfair to blame Jed Spence for that red card, man. Do you know what I mean? I think that's just, for me, when I saw that red card, and this is a perfect segue. We'll get onto the goalkeeper and then we'll segue onto Jed Spence. But for me, it just shows how hungry he is, how much he wants to help the team out, and he made a mistake. So, you know what I'm saying? Bless up Jed Spence. And can I get a hashtag free Jed Spence in the chat, man? Free Jed Spence.
You cannot.
You know what I'm saying?
Not racist. Surely.
Facts. He's got to be. Because what has Jed Spence done to not deserve a start? Why is he not in our Europa League squad?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy. Fraser 4-star. Fraser foreskin.
Hey.
Keep, bench, sell.
I'm going to say it as this. Before the United game, I actually think he was playing all right.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
And then he panicked. He was panicking against United. You can tell.
Yeah. I think the occasion kind of got to him. After he made that first mistake, he was a bit like, oh.
Did he make a save just before that as well?
This is the thing, right? For me, and I'm saying sell immediately. Sell him.
Sell him.
If we can sell him in January, sell him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's arse. He's absolutely arse cheeks. He's taking up a space in the squad. Yeah, we've got 3 goalkeepers in our squad. Why? Technically, we have 4. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? Get rid. He's slow to get down at shots. Like I've noticed a lot of the goals he's conceded, apart from the United game, they've been low-driven shots towards either side.
Like this is Ange's football anyway, but what's it called? Forster's not a modern keeper. He cannot play out from the back.
Yeah.
And I've noticed we've had a lot of mistakes coming from playing out from the back.
Yeah, man. It's bad. It's bad. And I want to drop a little stat on you as well, by the way. We are the first team in Premier League history to concede the first goal 15 times at home. Bro. I'm even lost for words. I don't even know what to say, man. Fraser Foreskin, you gotta go, mate. Sorry, bro. And I'm not calling him Forster no more. You know what I'm saying? That's his new name, bro. No one's allowed to say Forster on this channel no more. It's Fraser Foreskin. Would you sell him, Alex?
Yeah, get him gone.
Get him gone, man.
What it reminds me of, you know those like paper McDonald's straws? Yeah, it's the same use as them, mate. Fucking hell. Do
you know what I mean, bro? He's rubbish, man. He's absolutely rubbish, bro. Let's get on to Jed Spence. I think it's only right while we're on the bench. We're touching on the bench now. We're gonna get on to Jed Spence, bro. Keep, bench, sell, keep. Immediately keep. I think he should be our starting right back. What do you think, bro?
Bro, I've already said what I thought. Obviously, the red card, can't put that fully on. Well, it was his obviously it was his tackle, if you get what I mean. But
yeah,
Jed Spence, 1 red card doesn't determine if he's a shit player or not. And I think even from the Southampton game, 2 game where he got sent off. Because how many was that? I can't speak. It was his 3rd game starting. And then obviously he got the sending off, but he had 3 games where
he come off the bench, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I mean. He hasn't had a lot of minutes in a Tottenham shirt, bro. And he wants to be at Tottenham. He's one player. Him, Vicario, Van der Ven. These are players that I know want to be at Tottenham. They want to do well at this club. They want to bring success to this club, bro. I watched a Jed Spence interview, bro, and he said that when he got the call to come to Tottenham, he fell to his knees and cried. That is what I love to hear. What do you think, bro?
Have you noticed how supportive his family is as well?
Yeah, very supportive. They're at every game, bro.
Yeah.
Without fail, man. I've seen Marduk's, his mum and his dad in the stands as well. I've actually, because I sit in the south stand, so I get a very good look at the whole stadium. And I see his family there, man. And it was nice. It's nice to see that, man. You know what I'm saying? You want young players when they come into your club. You want them to feel like they're a part of the club. You want them to do well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've got a lot of time for Jed Spence. But yeah, we've touched on that. I think it's fair to say we're both keeping him, without a doubt. We'd both take him as our starting right back as it stands. So, Radu Dragusin.
Very inconsistent. But I'd keep him, but because he's the only backup centre-back we've got other than Davis, who's right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd keep him, but he's very inconsistent.
Yeah, I think that's fair, man. I'm not going to spend too long on Dragusin just because, again, he's one of them players where he'll give you a 5 out of 10. But when he stinks really bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he's a bit harsh. Again, he was never brought in to play as much as he has been playing. And again, he's come from a system where he's playing in a back three. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got 2 centre-backs beside him to cover up his defensive deficiencies. He doesn't have that at Tottenham. A lot of the times he's left exposed. So yeah, I'd bench him. I'd keep him on the bench just because when we do have injuries, it is nice to know that you have an actual centre-back.
More options, yeah. Which I feel like we've how many fits that we've got Archie Gray at centre-back right now.
Yeah. Which we'll move on to Archie Gray actually. Keep, bench, sell. I mean, bench. Personally,
bench. He's 18. He's gonna get better.
He's gonna get better. Yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing with him. I just want to see him in his actual position. I think that's fair to say.
Couple games where I've criticised him a little bit, but I feel like he's 18. He's only gonna get better.
Yeah, man, and like I said in it, it's very difficult as a young player when you come into a new team riddled with injuries and you're being called upon and you're being asked to do a job that you're not used to doing. Even at Leeds, he was a fullback and a midfielder. He was never really used as a centre-back. So, yeah, I'd keep him just because he's a prospect for the future. And speaking of prospects for the future, bro, let's get on to Lucas Bergvall, man. Keep, bench, sell. What do you reckon?
Is loan an option?
We can put loan as an option. We can make an exception for Bergvall. Would you send him back out on loan?
I like Bergvall. He's a couple games where... Shoot. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Well, a couple games, I feel like he was poor against Galatasaray. I feel like the pass leading to Dragusin led to their goal.
Yeah.
And what's it called? He's had a couple good games in the Europa League. Rangers, I feel when he came on, his cameo was decent. Bro, so if my phone's on 3%, I need to
Yeah, grab your charger, bro. Grab your charger. That's all right, man. Yeah, I'll take over from while he grabs his charger. Look, for me, Lucas Bergvall, yeah, loan is probably the best option. I'm kind of torn between keeping him and selling him. I think it's fair to say. I don't want to let him go, but at the same time, I reckon, bro, if he doesn't get used to the way the Prem football is played, I don't think he has the physicality. I don't think he's really realized as well that he doesn't have as much time on the football that he would like. So yeah, definitely loan. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to, by the way, guys, we're not going to touch on any of the academy players just because I want to make a separate video talking about the academy players and what I think of them. Welcome back, bro.
Oh, wait. I look short now, don't I? That's good. Should I just hold it like this?
Yeah, no, you're all right, man. You're all right, man. We've not got that many players left in the squad. I think it's literally just Richarlison, and a few others. So yeah, let's kind of fly through these ones quite quick. Yeah, you know what? Let's move on. Richarlison, keep, bench, sell. What do you reckon?
Richie, I love you, but sell.
Yeah, I think his time's up at the club, man. We've given him a chance. He's been here for 3 seasons. He hasn't performed to the level that we need him to perform.
He had the purple patch last season.
Yeah.
He had this purple patch. That was his form. I feel like that's the best we're ever gonna get of Richarlison.
Yeah, 100%, man. I don't think he has a place at Tottenham anymore. Look, I like him. Do you know what I mean? When he come out, did the mental health interview, I'm a big advocate for men's mental health and whatnot. I think it's really important if you're going through something, please reach out to people. Do you know what I mean? My DMs are open on Twitter, so anyone going through it, watching this video, please DM me. You know what I mean? We can talk. And yeah, but for me, it hasn't worked out, and it's okay. It's okay to look at a situation and say, look, this hasn't worked out. We move him on. So yeah, sell. I think we're both in agreement here. Sell Richarlison. Let's move on to Speedo Werner, bruv. Sell immediately. Get rid. Send him back.
Can I tell you about Werner quickly?
Go on.
I feel like he's got the right ideas and the right footballing brain. He just doesn't have the ability to do it.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very, very good point. That's a very good point. He has the ability. He has no, he doesn't have the ability. He knows what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? He just can't pull it off. Yeah. This guy, I could shoot a football harder than him, bro. The amount of one-on-ones I've seen him scuff or p-roll into the goalkeeper. Right. I can't take it no more. I can't take another 6 months of Timo Werner. I think Ange has started to realize as well, no matter how bad the situation is, he refuses to bring him on. So, hey, man, we ain't even got to talk too long on Werner. He's shit. Send him back to Chelsea or Leipzig or wherever the fuck he came from. I don't want him at my club. Moving on. Let's talk about Odegaard. He's back from injury, which is good. Yeah. I'd keep him on the bench. What do you reckon, bro? Keep him, sell him, bench him? What are you thinking?
All right, we signed him out of nowhere, first of all.
Yeah.
And then on his debut against Everton, brilliant. And then Newcastle, he wasn't as good as he was against Everton, against Newcastle. And then a couple games, then he got injured the first time. Then he came back, then he got injured the second time, didn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like he's only young. He's only 19, isn't it? Like, we've got a real player on our hands and all of that.
Yeah, man. I like the little cameos that we've seen. He's very direct. He knows where the byline is. And as a winger, it's important to know where the byline is. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Other than that, yeah, I just think he needs to work on his end product. I think that will come. That will come with time and experience. But yeah, man, I don't think he's a bad signing. I think maybe for the money.
We've barely seen him though, haven't we? He's another one of those players where the fucking chicken goes off the bone, mate.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? His hamstring is just made of pulled pork, bro. It's just sliding off the bone, man. Do you know what I mean? It's dark out here. But who else have we got left in the squad so far?
Mikey Moore?
Mikey Moore, yeah. I mean, look, we're keeping him. We're keeping him. He's one of our own. We're keeping him, bruv. Mikey Moore, bruv. I love that guy. I love that kid. He's one of the players that I really, really want to do well. Just because you can see he's fully come on you, Spurs. He plays like a Tottenham player. He is if I was to think of a Tottenham player, I'd think of Mikey Moore. What do you make of him, bro?
He was brilliant against AZ. I feel like he should have got a goal there. Ferenc Savaros, however you say their name, he could have got an assist if Werner wasn't so pony.
Yeah, that was good. That assist, the whole build up to that assist would have
been perfect vision as well. He has a vision. You can tell he's Spurs from day one as well, isn't he?
Yeah, man, he's fully come on you, Spurs, bro, and I love that for him, man. Do you know what I mean? I love that for him. Yeah, we're keeping him. We're keeping him. There's no disagreement here. We have
Brandon Austin and Alfie Whiteman as well.
Sell both of them.
Both the stealing livings, bro.
Sell Whiteman, bro. Sell them, man. They're never going to break into the Tottenham squad. That's my thing.
Austin's 25 and has never played a professional game for Tottenham. And his only professional outings have come in the MLS.
Bro, get rid of him. I'm sure there's a championship team or a League One team, you know what I'm saying, that will take him off our hands for next to nothing. Would you reckon?
He's just there to make cameos in our TikToks and shit like that.
Yeah, man.
He's just there for vibes. Quite literally just there for vibes, stealing a living.
He is stealing a fucking living, bro. He is stealing a living. If I was on the amount of money he was on, yeah, boy, I'd be a happy.
Well, I'd be set for life, mate.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'd be a happy ass guy, man. Do you know what I mean? But last but not least, let's touch on Vicario. What do you think? What do you think about Vicario, bro? Keep, bench, sell.
What's it called? We have enough battery charge to go back to the original thing. So
it's all right. We're about to wrap up after we talk about Vicario anyway. So I want to get your thoughts on Vicario, man, because for me, I think a lot of the mistakes that are made aren't necessarily down to him. I think we have no set piece coach, so defending set pieces is always going to be a struggle because it's like he's kind of just hung out to dry. I think the few mistakes he's made from passing out the back, that happens when you're a goalkeeper and you play in that system. It's due to happen. We've seen the best goalkeepers make mistakes. Alisson, Edison, Neuer. Oh, I was about to say Onana. What an idiot. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the best keepers in the world make these mistakes. So, bro, what do you think of Vicario? Is he someone that you want to stay at the club?
I want him to stay. He's a brilliant shot stopper, but he needs to stop being a pussy when it comes to corners.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just catch the ball. And another thing. I feel like he's improved on it recent. Well, we haven't seen him for a while, but whenever there's a shot that you could easily catch, he just parries it out, trying to do saves to the camera.
Yeah. I hate that from goalkeepers, man. We saw United's keeper make that mistake against Arsenal. He parried it straight to Dom Solanke, man.
Dog shit,
bruv, honestly. But yeah, I think it's fair to say we're both going to keep Vicario, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people, that's going to do it for this one. You know what I mean? We got to keep, bench, sell. We've gone through the whole squad. Well, the important players of the squad. Like I said, I don't really want to touch on the academy players too much because I do want to make a separate video talking about our academy and some of the youngsters that I think we need to start integrating into the team. Obviously, guys, I want to give a massive thanks to Alex for giving up his time for being here today, bro. You know what I mean? It's an honor to have you on the channel. Yeah, man. Have you got anything you want to tell the people before we wrap up?
If you see me doing random movements and stuff, I am a bit nervous, but it's my first.
No, it's all right, bro. You'll get used to it. You know what I'm saying? You'll get used to being on the channel and whatnot. Like I said, he is going to be a regular member on the show. So you guys are going to get used to seeing him here. So like I said, people, at the start of the video, please sub to the channel, like the video because it's fucking free. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not charging you like Daniel Levy. You know what I mean? I'm going to catch you lot in the next episode. Come on, you Spurs. Levy out. And I'm going to see you lot later. Peace.